Hey, how's it going, guys? Ryan Huggins here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to come at you and give you some tips and tricks for goal setting. All right. Basically, a lot of the people in the sales industry and direct sales and things like that, they're going to use the term like, what is your why? Okay. Because there are going to be some hard times, there's going to be some struggles throughout your process. What is your why that's going to actually keep you going through all the garbage, right? Um, for those of you out there, please feel free to like my page, Facebook, Ryan Lee Huggins, my YouTube page as well. That's Ryan Lee Huggins. And then also my Instagram page is Win with Ryan. So go check that stuff out there. So let's go ahead and get jumped right in here. So the shortest distance between point A and point B is a straight line. Now we all know, though, however, success is not a straight line. You know, you've seen all those pictures where it's like, oh, you start here and it's like, boom, B, right? But the reason I say this, though, is you can't go in a straight line without knowing where point B is, right? So if you already know that it's going to be a struggle, it's a roller coaster, entrepreneurs, sales, business, things of that nature, but you don't even know where you're going to crash and burn. So you have to have an idea of where you're going in the future. So you need to have a point A and a point B and to get there as straight as possible. So people need goals to give them direction and also give them focus. So goal setting is the roadmap for success for anything, all right? For business, for family, for school, it doesn't matter what it is, but having goals and getting those going is obviously the roadmap for you. So today we're gonna walk through benefits of goal setting, how to set a good goal, and tips on how to actually hit those goals. So let's talk about some benefits of setting goals. So you're gonna accomplish way more with goals than you will without. We kind of touched on that already. So here's an example that I like to use. If, for example, if you say, oh, hey, I'm going to start running, right? And then today is your day you start running. You're like, I'm just going to go for a run. You might run like 30 seconds and be like, oh, bending over, huffing and puffing, tired, and you're going to stop versus saying, I'm going to run 3 miles. Even if it takes you, however many minutes, hours even. I have some people who just started running, and they gave up early, but then they made a goal, and then the next day, it took them 2 hours to run a couple of miles or whatever, but it doesn't matter. They got it accomplished because they didn't give up on themselves. So if you don't have a goal for the week, anything will be good, even zero, right? So think about that. If you don't think anything's going to happen, or you don't have a mindset that you're going to accomplish something, and you're just living basically minute by minute, nothing's going to happen. And you'll be satisfied with that because you didn't push yourself or give yourself a goal. So increase your capacity on what you're capable of doing. Goals will help you, that'll help you out so much, right? That's a good benefit there. And then also, you're going to get what you want faster than you would without goals. Because everybody in reality thinks about things they want, right? Think about it. You're always thinking, oh, I want this, I want that. Well, what if you made it a real goal and you really chased after it? And then one of my mentors always told me, shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, and you might land on the moon, right? So you're allowed to have huge goals. That's totally fine. But those are some quick benefits there for you as far as that goes. So let's talk about the goals that you should set, okay? Setting SMART goals. It's a quick little acronym here for you, which will work out great. So S is a specific goal, right? So your goal needs to know, you need to know who is going to do it or who's with you. Is it by yourself or are you going to have a team doing it? What is the goal? What are you trying to accomplish? When will it be accomplished by? A set measurement there. And then where and why that you want to do it. So where are you going to have it done? You can do it at home or you can do it at your job or whatever. And then why is that going to be relevant to you? So going back to the very beginning, what is your why? The second part of it is going to be measurable goals. So if you have a measurable goal, it's going to increase motivation along the way because motivation comes from results, right? So if you have a measurable goal and you see yourself going, kind of like if you've ever seen one of those thermometers at one of those fundraisers, right? They're always coloring it in and they're going bigger and bigger. The reason they do that is for the team, they can see that the work they're doing is helping them. Also for customers, in fact, if you use that and you show it to customers, they're going to be more inclined to help you if you're in the sales niche there. So now let's talk about the A here for the SMART. A is attainable. More attainable is important because it's going to help you with your attitude, right? So you're gonna have to believe you can hit your goals, or it won't motivate you. So if it's an attainable goal, okay. So for example, if you're super into a house that you're really set on, right? If that's your goal, you're going to save up. You're going to make that goal happen. You're going to make that no matter what, right? So you're going to have an attainable goal. That's something that you can have. However, if you wanted to like buy a spaceship, that's not really attainable at this time for most people. Now, there's some people out there, you know, obviously that could, but you know what I'm saying. Just keep it attainable. Make it a big goal, but make it something that you can really go after. And then, of course, the next one is going to be realistic. All right, so you must be willing and able to accomplish that goal. Going back to the spaceship thing, almost not realistic. I mean, it may be realistic very shortly, but right now, probably not, right? So if you set that goal and it was not a realistic goal, it'll fizzle out literally the next day. Okay, so set a realistic goal. And then number 2 is time bound and tangible. There's 2 different T's there. So time bound meaning I'm going to have this done by this time. Okay, so for example, by the end of 2017, I'm going to, whatever it may be, or by the end of 2018, or whatever the case may be, set a specific time, right? So maybe it's at the end of the month, I will have 10 new clients on my team as clients, and they're learning from you, or whatever the case may be. That's going to be time bound within the month. And then also going to tangible, like, so there's tangible and intangible. Tangible are real things, right? So for example, I'm going to have 10 customers by the end of the month. That's a tangible thing. You can actually see that thing. And now you have the other thing, oh, you know, I'm going to have this specific dream in my head while I sleep by this time. That's more of an intangible, meaning it's not a real thing. It's kind of just thought. So you want a tangible item, which is a hard thought item, not an idea. Like intangible will be an idea. So you want a time-bound and tangible item so you can tell that you're making progress, and that will help you. Going back to the thermometer thing again, the more you know you're accomplishing, the better for yourself, okay? So let's talk about setting good goals now. All right, so first off, you're going to want to map out your goals. So have a long-term goal so that you can adjust it along the way as well, because we talked about the roller coaster and the crazy swivel of the point A to point B picture, which most people have seen. But it's important to plan your goals into daily activities as well, okay? So what are you going to be doing daily? Because that will, so let's say you have a monthly goal of I'm going to have 10 new clients on my team at the end of the month. Divide that by 30, 10 divided by 30, and so on and so forth, right? And then you divide that by 4, because the number of weeks, or sorry, 10 divided by 30 would be by days anyway, so it already breaks it down for you. So it'll show you how many clients you try to attain within that time period. So have that. But it's important to plan them into daily activities, like I said. But have the big goal, but have it like chopped up little sections there. Also, surround you with people that can hold you accountable. Maybe your spouse, your teacher, your mom, your dad, etc. You call them an accountability buddy if you've ever heard of that. So an accountability buddy, someone's going to hold you accountable to your actions that you're trying to take there. Also, keep contact with people who have similar goals. What I really love about what I'm doing in my industry is that everyone talks to each other and we help each other and so on. So if I tell someone in my industry or on my team I'm going to accomplish something, they'll check on me and they keep me in check and I keep them in check and so on. We help each other. Again, the accountability buddy there. So also be prepared for obstacles. They do happen no matter what. You're going to be driving down the road one day, flat tire. Who cares? Don't let that mess up your goal, but just be prepared for obstacles because they do happen. So let's talk about some do's when setting a good goal. Number one with the do, make sure you write it down, okay? Writing it down is the most important thing because that will actually make it a real goal, right? A goal not written down is a dream, which dreams are very important as well. Write them down though, because they become real goals there, all right? And then also start small and build. Just to do an exercise for yourself, make a goal for those of you that want to do some sort of fitness thing, make it a goal to do 5 push-ups this day, right? Or make it a goal to do 10 push-ups or 10 sit-ups or something like that. And then maybe increase it as you go. But even that small little goal, surprisingly enough, it'll hit you in the brain as a trigger that you accomplished it, and it'll get you going again. The next thing is don't, right? Let's talk about what you should not do with setting good goals. Don't set goals based on your circumstances. So for example, my whole life, I've always wanted to drive a Lamborghini, right? Growing up, I was as poor as you could possibly be. I didn't think a Lamborghini was possible, but I was still my dream. And I will drive a Lamborghini. At this time, I don't, but I have had several nice cars growing up, and it's increasing the amount of the quality of my cars are going up as I go, and the Lambo is just around the corner. So you want to set goals. I mean, don't set goals based on your circumstances. If you're in sales, don't set a goal of, because I'm not good or I'm new, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? So circumstances don't matter with goals. Just make the goal a reality, and your subconscious will kick in and help you anyway. And then don't set unreachable goals. Going back to that spaceship thing, right? That's not really a reachable goal, because that's gonna freaking hurt you. It's gonna really, like, it'll make you depressed because you're not accomplishing anything. So you wanna make sure you go after those goals that you can hit. All right, so let's talk about tips on hitting those goals. We've already talked about setting good ones. So you wanna be efficient and effective with your goals, right? So make sure that when you set the goal, you want to make sure that you have basically a roadmap to success for that goal, as we talked about. Visualize yourself hitting the goals. Close your eyes and experience that. It's really interesting. I used to run an entire sales force of about 50 people, and we did an exercise during a sales contest where everyone laid on the floor. We turned all the lights out. We had the AC on, closed our eyes, and I just did a visualization. And actually the visualization was really cool, because people saw themselves hitting the goal, and they saw themselves actually winning the prize at the end of that goal. So, and then also reward and punish yourself for goals. So reward yourself. Like if you do a certain number of phone calls, for example, if you're in sales, I'm gonna call 10 people today, you hit it, have some ice cream, or for some of you, drink a beer, or whatever celebration it is for you. And then also punishment for goals. My friends invited me out Saturday night, but because I didn't hit my goal, I'm not going to go. It'll start to help you want to accomplish those goals. Also, does your daily behavior match your goals? Okay, so like if you set these goals, what's really cool is you're going to start holding yourself accountable because you have to. And then also list the whys of your goals. So once you've written your goal down, write down why you want to accomplish that. It's so powerful, because that's going to get, like I said, the subconscious very active for you. So goals can be exciting, or incredibly exciting, in fact. So because goal setting skills you can actually learn, develop, and get great at it, that's a huge thing. Because when I first started in sales and mentorship and training and things, I was the worst goal setter ever. My manager used to ask me, how many appointments do you want to do this week? I was like, I'm going to do so many, I'm going to kill it. And he was like, no. Sit down, let's talk some real set numbers. And then I put some numbers down, and then because of him, he helped me out so much. And then imagine mastering goal setting. That means that you can accomplish anything you want, because your goals can increasingly get larger as you get better. And it's going to be fantastic for you. So master the skill, and you'll be so happy. All right. So tonight, tomorrow, whenever, just think about what you want to accomplish. Take some time. Write down as many goals as you possibly can think of. One of my mentors told me to write down 100 goals, right? Or 100 dreams. We called it the dreams list. So write down as many as you possibly can. It's really important. And then what you do from that filter, try to write 50. And then take the most urgent ones, plan them out immediately, and start getting those things taken care of. Put them into action as soon as you possibly can. And then you're going to hit your hardest goals as well. So if any of this was helpful in any way, please like my page. Please add me on Facebook. It's Ryan Lee Huggins. On YouTube, it's Ryan Lee Huggins. On Instagram, as you can see there, it's Win with Ryan. And then also follow my Facebook page for more of this information too. I'm putting it on YouTube and also my Facebook page. You can search that, which is Thrive Like Us. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will see you guys later on. Peace.